semifinal game, first game of the UK Healthcare KHSAA 2025 Sweet 16 boys basketball tournament. The winners of today's first semifinal game, the Bowling Green Purples, head coach D.G. Sherrill, student athletes on podium, Caden Carpenter, Joe Hurt, and Jace Wardlaw. Coach, go ahead just briefly.
Just really proud of my guys. Watching them play yesterday, South Oldham, and watching some film on them last night. They shoot the three so well, and that's kind of what they do. And so we talked all evening and this morning about running them off that line and containing that 3-point guy, making sure there's no catch and shoots, make them dribble and try to roll the help to them as quickly as possible. I thought we did a great job of that. They didn't get loose. I don't know how many threes they hit, but it wasn't 15. So I know we did a good job of guarding that 3-point line. And then we had to gang rebound. We had to try to control the glass. We got that thing going fast. When they started coming and getting us, that's what we want. Come get us, and we can spread the floor and kind of play basketball from there, and we can play a little bit faster. I was really proud of how we rebounded the basketball today. I thought with Jace and Joe over here, they were men in there rebounding basketball. Big difference for us trying to kind of go. We're not gifted a lot of size, and so those boys really did a good job of banging in there and getting big key rebounds for us. Because South was missing those threes, and we were able to get those defense rebounds and stop those runs and kind of push that lead out to where we were a little more comfortable with it.
Joe, 26 points tonight on 10 of 13 shooting. What was working, and did you know before the game you were getting the ball?
No, I didn't know. But usually all our players can score. So it was just my night tonight, and I feel like I did pretty well. Teammates moving me the ball good, wide open shots. Yes, sir.
DG, you have a logistical advantage regardless, but you also you played in a game at a pace that you probably would like having to play again tonight. Could you address that a little bit?
Yeah, we weren't gonna open up with pressure today. Two reasons why. One, we've pressed, and so we had leg issues. We didn't want to take our own legs away. The second thing is, that's what they want you to come get them, so then they're going to throw over top of you and get those corner threes. And so we wanted to get back, especially early in the game, and be there on those catches and retreat back there where we could kind of contain that opportunity to shoot threes. And it started working, so we kept debating, whether we bring our pressure, as long as we had a 3-4 possession lead, we felt like the game, we were dictating the way we wanted the game to go, we were still there. Because, they're a team, they hit 4 or 5 threes in a row, a 12, 15-point lead is gone. And so we just wanted to contain the three. That was our entire focus. And when you have 24 hours to turn around, you don't get make a lot of adjustments. That was the key adjustment we wanted to make to try to get ourselves over the top.
DG, obviously everybody knows about South Oldham shooting the three, but you all led the state in field goal percentage this year. You were 7 for 11 in the first half. Can you just speak to that aspect of your offense and how much it helped you all, obviously, there in the first half?
Yeah, we told the boys last night in our team meeting, they shoot it well, but we do too. And so we haven't had a game where we've just busted loose and hit threes. Shoot game shots. You're in the Final Four. You got to make shots. And so, Joe hit a big one. Luke hit, 3 or 4 there. The guy was kind of loosened up. And when we were hitting those threes, we bounced a little bit. I've been led in scoring by 6 guys this year. So we're not afraid for any of our guys to take those shots. We want to spread the floor and move the ball. Our philosophy is try to get your teammate the best shot possible. And so we had great spacing. Those, when we were collapsing them on the drives, because they have a hard time. We knew they'd have a hard time. They had to go man against us. We knew they'd have a hard time guarding our drive. So we were telling them to drive, collapse that defense, and then look for that open guy. And so just shoot that basketball. You're right. We shot a high percentage. We can't be afraid to put it up. And this morning, it really helped us out.
You talked about taking people's legs away, and I know you didn't pressure as much, but it still felt like you kind of wore them down in the second half again. Could you kind of sense that you guys were doing the game plan and able to take their legs away without actually doing pressure?
In the third quarter, they got a couple of threes off that hit the front of the rim. A couple they pushed it long, and so you're thinking, okay, they're pushing the ball a little bit. One was we were pressuring them a lot in the half court. The other time they had to play. They played yesterday too. So these games, consecutive games, you're going to get to legs. And so when we saw them kind of getting short, we just said, make sure when they come across timeline, attach, get them bouncing. you know, their point guard's so good, but we were really, you know, he's going to get his, but we did a good job of closing out the rest of those guys and really containing them and making them bounce the basketball under pressure. You do that a lot, and you're not used to that happening to you, then that's going to get to your legs. So I did think in the fourth quarter we started seeing some fatigue on their behalf.
No, you don't know who you're going to play next. How do you kind of playing for both those teams are quite different?
I mean, we'll play UK next. I mean, we don't care. I mean, we're gonna, you know, we're in a state championship game. But what we're gonna do is, coaches will stay here and watch this game, and then we got about an hour or so to prepare. They have less time than we do because they didn't know who they were playing. They had to get ready for this game. So we advantage us as far as preparation, but. Man, either one of them, come on. I mean, you know, it's going to be a phenomenal game. I mean, a phenomenal opponent regardless. We got guys that can, just like we just played, they want to put it up there and shoot a bunch of threes and real aggressive. And then we got a 7-footer. So, I mean, you know, it's the fun continues. But we'll go home, we'll get off our legs. We're going to come back over here tonight and be the best version of ourselves and give it everything we have and just try to continue this run. We have an opportunity. You know, we're one of 2 teams that have an opportunity. We've been blessed to be here before. And we understand this moment, so we're going to embrace it. We're going to come over tonight. Listen, we may get beat 20, but they're going to beat us because we're coming to play basketball tonight.
Final question, so we can let them go. Coach, congratulations on the victory. Good luck tonight in the championship, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you all.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know I just messed with you. But I'll say, I need to. Don't argue, guys, about it.